this one is a party game where each player is trying to be the first to become basically the employee of the month. There are 2 ways that you can accomplish this, either by collecting 4 skill cards of the same color, or by being the last player standing. And the publisher was kind enough to send me a copy of this one, so to actually explain how this game plays, I'll just go ahead and show you. And I have this set up for 3 players here, and all I did was shuffle the main deck, and there is just 1 deck that you need to worry about. And then I just dealt 5 cards to each player. The main deck's made up of 2 different cards. There are the skill cards, which all have a color in the bottom right corner here. And I do have 2 blue ones already, so I'm halfway to my objective of getting 4 skill cards of the same color if I am able to find 2 more blues. They also have the color in their image, and there is a bit of flavor text. I was lucky enough to get 1 ability card as well, which is the course correction card, which allows me to cancel out another player's action card if another player plays something that I don't want them to. And turns in this game do go really quickly because all you do on your turn is draw a card either from the main deck or from the top of the discard pile, and then you're going to be playing a card or putting a card into the discard pile. Since I'm the first one going here, my only option is to draw from the main deck. And I got a green skill card, so that gives me the option to either try and continue to go for the blue or to try and go for the green. And I think I'm just going to continue to go for the blue, so I'll just go ahead and play that card into the discard. But then it is the next player's turn, and they just do the exact same thing here. They're going to be drawing a card, and let's say that they draw from the top of the deck. They got a course correction card, and then they are going to be choosing one of their cards to discard into the discard pile. The next player is going to be doing the exact same thing, so they're going to draw a card from the top of the deck, but they drew an ability card that allows them to force any other player to reveal their hand to everyone else, and they're just going to go ahead and play that card, and since they are right after this player, they might want to know what sort of cards they might be trying to get rid of so that they can plan to try and collect that color of card. And this player actually only has 1 red skill card, and all the rest are ability cards. So the different cards they have are give a card to another player and then take a random card from their hand. Course correction, which I already went over. And then they have 2 power play cards, which allows them to take 2 turns in a row. Unfortunately, that doesn't give a whole lot of info for this player, other than that player is probably going to go for red, so they might want to try and go for something else. But the game continues like this until a player is able to get 4 skill cards of the same color, or until they are the last player standing. So how exactly do players actually get eliminated in this game? And to explain that, I'll just go ahead and draw the next card from the deck that I definitely didn't stack, which is the Performance Improvement Plan. And this one's a special card because you're not able to discard it from your hand like other cards, and the only way to get rid of this one is through the actions of another card. The problem with having this card is that if this deck completely runs out while you have this in your possession, then you are eliminated from the game. There is only 1 of these cards, so once it comes out, all the players are going to be doing their best to keep track of where exactly it is so that they don't end up getting it into their hand. Unfortunately for me, I don't have any other action cards in my hand that allow me to get rid of this just yet, but we still do have the whole deck to go through, so I do have some hope here. But until that opportunity comes up, I'm just going to get rid of this red card because I am going for blue after all. And this player might want to go for red, so they can just go ahead and draw from the top of this deck, which does give me information, but now they have 2 reds in their possession. Now they're going to play a power play in order to draw another card from the deck, which unfortunately got them a blue card, but they are getting very, very close now. A card that they have that could be really useful to me, since I have that Performance Improvement Plan card, is this Lateral Move card, which allows you to give a card to another player and then randomly take one from their hand. There are more of these in the deck, and if I do come across one, I'd probably be hanging on to that to try and get rid of that Performance Improvement Plan once this deck gets close to running out. But since they also have this card, it is possible that they might play it in a future turn in order to try and steal a card from me, and it is possible that they could end up stealing that Performance Improvement Plan, which of course is hilarious for everyone except them. And that's pretty much all there is to know to play this game, and if this one does sound interesting to you, you can go ahead and find a link to their website in the description down below, where you can sign up and get notified once this one launches.